Hey there, hello. It's been a morning and I am working under duress because my printer quit on me. So, anyway, but I'm here. A little late, but I'm here. Marcia Grace, your calm creativity connector. And I am here as I always am on Fridays at this time to remind you that there is a way, even when your printer doesn't work, which is minor compared to some of the other problems we're having, but uh, there's another way that you can view your fears, your experiences, and whatever's going on in your life differently, so that you can discover the solutions to your problems, and so that you can um, do what needs to get done for your business, in your personal life, so that you can be joyful and use all the wonderful potential and abilities that you have in a meaningful and helpful way. My expertise, as I always say, is teaching meditative contemplation, which is different from uh, what you might think of as meditation. And so that's why I use that idea, that term, because it helps you to get in touch with your thoughts, not to get rid of your thoughts, but to get in touch with them. Hi, Michael. Good to see you. uh, and so it helps you to get in touch with your thoughts so that you can find out what you're thinking, right? That's important, and you may be laughing and say, well, I know what I'm thinking, but I don't know about you, but I know very often a lot of my thoughts just float away from me before I really access them and can grab hold of them and then say, wait a minute, what you're thinking is not really helpful. So that's what the process that I teach, and what this morning process helps us get to be better and better able to do. Anyway, so today our conversation is, as this has been for the last couple of weeks, we're talking about our worthiness superpower, right? So last week we talked about the different uh, things that represent our worthiness, or why worthiness actually is important, right? Why is it important to feel worthy? Hi, oh Michelle, we got Michelle. Hi, good to see you. And Ralph, hi Ralph, nice. Okay, and excellent. Well, Ralph is a writer too, and is sharing that he's written a book, so that's wonderful. I'd love to hear more about that. Maybe we could talk about it. That would be great. All right, um, so today we're going to talk. We talked about why worthiness is so important. Today we're going to talk about why self-care is so important in order to um, build your worthiness. So thank you for the hearts. I love them. I love them. Give me some. That's beautiful. I appreciate it. So let's, without further ado, get into it. And what we do, just for new people coming on, is that what we do is we talk about our particular topic today, and then if you want to hang around, you can hang around for the spiritual part of the program, which is to do some breathing and meditation. Okay, so then let me just talk about, get my little note here. All right, so what's the first thing that I want to discuss about self-care? In these times, especially, I mean, any time, but I mean, what we're all going through, everybody's going through insane stuff. I mean, our whole lives have been turned upside down. And, so we're really dealing with, just unusual circumstances. And I appreciate that. If you're going through anything like what I'm going through, I know how it is, and so especially when it comes to our business, is it functioning? Can we even get the work done? Do we have to fire people? There's just so many things that are painful decisions that need to be made sometimes. So, or have we had to stop working? There's just it's endless. So even in the face of all of this, and especially because of all of this, we really do need to take care of ourselves. If you don't take care of you, nobody else is going to do it. So first thing, the importance of self-care in general is that it's going to help you stay healthy. And isn't that important right now? We want to stay healthy. We want to keep that immune system boosted so that should a little virus decide to come our way, we can chase it off with a good, healthy body. So this requires self-care, right? You've got to do certain things in order to stay healthy. If you're eating junk food, and if you're staying up all night binge watching, I don't know, some show, you're really not going to stay healthy, right? It's as simple as that. So that's a really important aspect about self-care. Another thing that self-care does for us is it aids in getting a good night's sleep. And when you have a good night's sleep and you're rested, and you wake up in the morning and you're not feeling all strung out and exhausted, you can get a good day's work done. You can really accomplish things. You can feel good, and again, that keeps your body healthy, right? Without sleep, you're not going to stay healthy for long. Okay, so taking care of yourself to make sure you do the right things to get a good night's sleep are primary, right? And it's not up to anybody else to tell you what time to go to bed, or what to do before you go to bed, or any of those things, right? I mean, if you're having 6 cocktails before you go to sleep, you're not going to get a good night's sleep. If you're trying to figure out deep, terrible problems just before bed, that's also not such a good idea. It's always good to relax a little bit before bed and get yourself in that comfortable place so that you can fall off to sleep. There are many things that I don't have to go into that, but I'm just trying to cover the basic ideas of self-care so that we can build our sense of self-esteem and worth to get done what we need to get done. All right, what else? Well, okay, stress, right? Isn't that what we're all about here? We've been talking about stress for months. And of course, if you want to take care of yourself, you're going to have to reduce the stress, which is easier said than done. I get it. I know. It's not really, we don't want to, you can't, and this is the honest truth, as we all know, you cannot get rid of stress. What you can do is recognize the stress quickly as soon as it grabs you, and you take back the power of decision in your mind. That's what we do in order to relieve stress more than anything else. I mean, there are a million things you could do, and we've been talking about them endlessly, that you can do to relieve stress. But ultimately, it's a mind game. It goes down to, what am I allowing into my mind? What kind of thoughts am I accepting as true for me? And what do I want to do about it if I don't like them? And we can do something about it. So that's essential, okay? That's really essential. All right. So let's say we're taking care of our bodies, we're eating properly, we're exercising, you know the routine, you know all that stuff. You're getting enough sleep. You're working on noticing your stress so that you can do something about it, so that you can make a shift in your thinking, because it's all happening up there. Stress is something that's man-made, shall I say. Things happen that will create situations in our lives, but the fact that we call it stressful, that's on us. That's our decision. We make that decision. And our body makes that decision. Once we make that decision, the body then takes over, right? And then we get all cramped up, and we get all, everything starts to happen. And we don't want that to happen. So you want to notice that stress. Because when you are taking care of yourself, you're able to take care of other people much better. Much better. Yeah, sometimes we kind of take care of other people before we take care of ourselves, but that has a downside too, because eventually you burn out, and that causes resentment and a lot of other psychological stuff that you don't want to go there. So that's why it's really important to take care of you, so that you can really truly help others from a full heart, from a open heart, and from your abundance, from your expertise and well-being. And then that's the cycle. You take care of your body, you take care of your thoughts, you take care of all of those stress points, you take care of all that stuff, then you can help other people, and then they're going to be really happy. You've made other people happy, and you know what happens when you make other people happy? It's like a boomerang. It goes out and it comes right back to you. So that leads to a successful life. There you go, right? Full circle. So self-care leads to a successful life after you've done all those little steps along the way. And it is a process, granted. It is a process. It's not like most of us could just say all of a sudden, oh, now I'm going to take care of myself, if you haven't been for a long time. I mean, just changing your diet, if you're a poor eater, is not easy. So that's just one little thing. And getting to sleep, sleep habits, really hard to break. Once you've gotten into a kind of a bad routine with sleep, I know it can be very hard. So, of course, what I always offer is, get help. Getting help doesn't mean that you're not intelligent. It doesn't mean that you don't know what to do. What it does mean is you need accountability and support. We all need that. I have a coach. Everybody needs a coach. We all need coaches to help us stay focused and clear on what our goals are, so that we can be of service. To me, that's the joy of life, is the being of service. And above all else, yes, we want to be successful. We want to have enough abundance that we can do the things that we love to do, and go out to a nice restaurant once in a while, have a good meal, take vacations, whatever it is you love to do, buy art, I don't know, whatever floats your boat, that you can do. Of course, that's wonderful too. But being of help to others is soul fulfilling, right? On a much deeper level. So, all right, that's my discussion on how self-care builds your worthiness. And when you're feeling worthy, you're in the driver's seat, and it's a wonderful place to be. So, okay, now that I've said that, I hope you enjoyed that part, and I would love if you would make some comments. And I think we did get a comment or two there. I appreciate it. And of course, share this with others that you think might benefit from our discussion. So now we get to the spiritual part of our talk together, and I'm going to get my little bell to ring, and here's the candle. I'm going to put the candle over here today. All right, so let's get aware of our body for a minute, okay? Just notice your body. What's your body doing? How is it feeling? Notice if there's, if you're tense anywhere, just let those shoulders drop. Do anything you need to do to stretch a little bit, just to release any tension, so that we can sit for a moment or two in our quiet place. Okay, so I'm going to light the candle, and okay, that one didn't want to come out so easily. All right, so if you like to look at a candle as we do our breathing and meditation, go right ahead. Of course, if you prefer to close your eyes, do that. Okay, whatever feels good for you. Everything that I say is always suggestions, and we all have to find what works for us. All right, first breath. Let's do today, what kind of breath we'd like to do today? Let's do, how's about, we'll do a cleansing breath. Let's do the cleansing breath, because we're talking about self-care, right? So one of the greatest things we can do for ourselves is to clean out all the stale, dead air in our lungs, so that we can bring in fresh air, which then circulates into all the cells of our body and produces all kinds of great, wonderful things, right? Keeps us healthy, right? Isn't that the number one thing we're talking about? So, okay. So the way we do this, if you haven't hung with me before, is we're going to blow out all the air. And really, as you're blowing out, you're really feeling, you're feeling your whole, you're concaving your body and pushing out the air so that your belly pushes in, okay? And then you're going to begin that breath in. We'll go to a count of 5. Let's go to 6. How about 6? We'll count into 6. Then you're going to hold that breath at 6. Just for 2 or 3 seconds, and then you're going to exhale for 12. So we're going to exhale double the amount that we inhale. That's what cleans out the lungs. All right, so I'm going to do that 3 times. So we're going to exhale, and then we're going to breathe in 6, hold 3, and breathe out 12. Ready? Okay, so breathe out and start that in breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3, and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Push the belly in all the way and in again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to the right up here to there, and hold 2, 3, and out again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Once more. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold 2, 3, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, now just close your eyes for a moment and let yourself feel the effects. Feel the effects of that breath. How good that feels. Feel a little dizzy or lightheaded, that's normal. So it's all good. Okay, and now if you want to keep your eyes closed, that's fine. Do a little meditation here, a little quiet time. And then I'll bring you back with my bowl. Okay, so, all right. So let's imagine you wake up in the morning, and the first thing you do is just stretch the body. Just stretch that body in bed, right? Kind of get all the kinks out after a night's sleep. And just spend a moment there, greeting the day. Hello, day. I'm ready for whatever comes my way. Say your little morning prayer to the powers that be, however you perceive of them, or it, or him or her. Take your pick. And just acknowledge that this is your day. Your day. It's your day to be and do who you are, to share your love, your ability, in whatever form is right for you. So you've done that, and then you kind of ease yourself up. And my morning routine always includes a few minutes of breathing, as we just did, and of quiet reflection, as we're going to do now. And in this quiet reflection, I want you to see yourself getting out of bed, going about your day. You're going to do your morning ablutions, right? Washing up, brushing teeth, whatever it is, get that done so you feel fresh, and taking a shower, if that's what you do, and getting ready for your day. And then perhaps it's into the kitchen for breakfast. And so the important thing here is that you are nourishing yourself, right? So imagine, what am I going to have to eat today so that I can be healthy? Am I going to reach for that sugary cereal? No. We're going to have some fruit, perhaps, maybe some yogurt, muesli, something that feeds the body with good nutrition. And if you have time to make some eggs, well, that would be great too. Have a good breakfast. Give yourself time not to have to rush out the door. Of course, some of us are not rushing anywhere, but before you get going to go to work, that you do take time to have that warmth and nourishment to get you going. All right, so you've done that, and now you go into your work day, and you're seeing yourself sitting at your desk or wherever your work is, and noticing the things that have to be handled. You probably maybe even have a little pile there of things that didn't get done yesterday that need to get done today, and maybe some phone calls to make, whatever it is. And see yourself taking care of those things that have been hanging around, all those little loose ends perhaps that maybe you keep pushing off, but they're sitting there niggling at you, and you don't want that to continue. So you want to get rid of those things. So you see yourself making those calls, filing those things, writing that email or whatever that you have been putting off, getting it done. All of this, and it feels so good once you get it done. Once you finish it, it's like you can sit back in your chair for a moment and just go, that felt wonderful. All the while you're building your worthiness as you do these things, your sense of self, of your importance in the world, a part you play. And now the end of the day comes, and it's time to relax. Let the work of the day go, and you're back home and having a nice dinner again, a healthy dinner. You didn't pick up that fast food on the way home, I hope. Take a little time to make something really good, or find a good place that makes good food that you could eat, and enjoy a quiet and delightful dinner, hopefully with someone that you care about, talking about your day, how it went, and all the good things, and even the trifling things too, the things that, and the resolutions, the things that you figured out, all of that stuff. Just see yourself now. See yourself having that beautiful, accomplished day. And pat yourself on the back and say, hey, you did a good job today. I'm proud of you. And that feels so good. Doesn't that feel good? Even if there's a problem or two that didn't get resolved, tomorrow's another day, and you'll be able to take care of it possibly then. So there's no problem here that can't be resolved. If we support ourselves, we take care of ourselves, we nurture ourselves, and do the best we can, really the best. When I say that, I don't say it lightly. I'm saying it, the best you can means really putting your effort in and seeing the results of it afterwards. It's really the greatest thing you can do for yourself and to build your own self-worthiness. So, all right, now that you've had this experience of going through a meaningful, purposeful day, taking care of yourself, I want you to take one more slow, deep breath in. And as you release this breath, just give a little thank you to yourself that you took this time in your busy day to take care of you. All right, so I think we're done for today. Remember, share this if you enjoyed our time together. And go to my site and get my free guided meditation if you enjoyed what we did. And tune in next week. We'll continue our conversation about worthiness. I think it's a really, really important topic. And as I always say, remember, everything begins with a thought. So keep those thoughts light. All right, until next time, bye-bye.